Hello everybody, it's Pizza Lover 346 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Last time we kicked off our playthrough on Sonic Origins, diving into our Tails playthrough and passing through both Angel Island Zone and Hydrocity Zone. This time we're headed to Marble Garden Zone. Let's dive into it. First off, with that, for some reason the Christian Whitehead port's momentum is different. And as such, the physics don't fling you the way they should into this lightning shield like they do on the Genesis version. But with Tails, we can make quick work of that issue and fly back up. Goodness. Alright. Marble Garden Zone. We've discussed that I don't love this zone, and that it's quite large, but we've also discussed the fact that it has many opportunities for big rings, so I'm going to do my best to locate them. By going up for starters. Access to rings. Another lightning shield. It's an interesting secret. That must be for Tails, right? Like, he's the only one that could feasibly get up there. Whoa. Oh, I thought I clipped into one, but no. Just the physics doing what the physics do. It is a bit easier to get crushed in this port of the game as well. And just because this port has some funky hitboxes around the sprites that differ from the original, so sometimes it looks like you're okay and then you end up crushed, so be careful. I'm glad I did that right. Goodness, this is a bonus stage. I remember this one has given me trouble in the past, so we'll see if I can muster the energy to do it right this time. And hop! Perfect. Now to go this way. Keep it nice and methodical. And now we'll hop over this. Hop! And hop! Very precise. This way then. And we'll do it again. And hop! And hop! And this way. And just like that, it's a piece of cake. Yum. Oh, delightful. There's another Chaos Emerald in the books for us. Is that 6 so we're one shy of all the Chaos Emeralds. Pretty exciting, because as we know, getting all 7 Chaos Emeralds lets us go super. So we'll see if we can find another big ring, hopefully in this act, because I know Marble Garden's freshly packed with them. It's like a Snickers packed with peanuts. The Marble Garden Zone's packed with big rings. This episode's not sponsored by Snickers. I just think that tagline's funny. Although Snickers, if you ever want to work out a brand deal, I would love to do something silly with you. Reach out, Snickers. I love you. I love you, Snickers. You're pretty great. Oh goodness, I feel like I could do. You know what? Wendy's. I could work with Wendy's. Wendy's is cool. They're cool too. Are we just? You know what? This episode goes out. No, I'm kidding. There's a couple different people I think I would work with, and I wouldn't consider it selling out because I like them, but that's neither here nor there. I think I mentioned this on a stream. Those seltzers or whatever they are that are ice brand, they're really good. Those things are wicked good. I would shill. 10 out of 10 would shill again. Oh, goodness. Product placement. Let's see. I thought there was a big ring over here. I'm afraid not. Watch it take until, like, oh goodness, what even is the last zone of Sonic 3? Is it Carnival Night? No, it's Launch Base. How silly of me. Watch it take until Launch Base to find another big ring. I doubt it, but also, this is me we're talking about. I'm just gonna vaguely point in the direction of that time during our first playthrough where I spent all of Carnival Night failing big rings. Speaking of failing big rings, I'm failing to find any big rings. Oh, ow. That was just rude of them. I was just exploring. Can I fly up here? I don't think I've ever been out this way. We're gonna explore a little. Oh, no, I can't. There's no way. Yeah, just narrowly. Well. Let's give ourselves a little boost, shall we? Nah, we can't. Unfortunate. I do need a top, though, huh? Here we go. We can go down this way. Never mind. We're good. We're golden. Fire shield. Shields are always useful. Love a good shield. Going down. Nice checkpoint and... not quite a boss, but hello. You are the boss of it. Or no, it is the boss. Okay. So, let's hope we find another in Act 2, because that... oh. Our fire shield protects us from the pointy rocks, so we just have to worry about not getting hit by the drill. Boink. Maybe there? No. Looking for those secret monitors. I don't remember all the locations, but I remember most of them. Ugh, big stretch for me. It's been a long day, but here we are playing Sonic 3. Fabulous. Boink. Do a little boing. So here we get introduced to Eggman's robot of choice for this mission. Also a drill. Because one drill is not enough. You can never have enough drill. I want to see what's up here. We probably explored this with one of the shield abilities, but... no? Cool. Goodies. And I will always take an extra coin. Feels weird to not say extra life, but... alright, let's ride the top. Whee. Spin under that. Is it up here? One of these has a secret. I gotta keep my eye out for. Nope. Okay. Nothing. This is a new sprite. As you see when we go through that little tunnel, Sonic or Tails will turn around with the top. If you remember back in the original Genesis version, Sonic or Tails would just face left and right, or face whichever direction you were facing and go up, sort of in a non sequitur back and forth motion, whereas now they've re-added scrap sprites where they rotate while running, making it look like they are rotating with the top and going around an outer edge as opposed to just moving left and right. It's funny what a little sprite animation can do for an illusion. Up we go. Big old uppies. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boo-ba-doo, boo-ba-doo. Whee! Ouch. Just looking for a big ring. Nice, fellas. Nope. Onwards and forwards. Up here, though. Nothing. I stand corrected. I could have swore. Ow. There we go. One hit shy of a good time. Drop this platform so we can spin dash through. Roll under the grasshoppers and keep on exploring. Hop up here. Really? Good way to dodge, but I was trying to do that. Oh, little jumpy jump. Bub. Whoa! I think I should have been dead there. We're just gonna keep going this way. Listen, the Crusher said don't come near, so I'm not coming near. That's what I've decided. If I almost get crushed, it probably means I should steer clear. And there's that rotating sprite again. Very fun, very cool restored feature in this port. For what it's worth, this port does a lot right. Up, you say? What's up? Oh, cool. Up and left. Good to know now. Seems we need a top. Grab one of those, can't we? Ah, well. We'll just keep going to the right here. There we go. A little bit of patience. Little patience, little focus. A little careful gameplay. Get us where we need to go, safe and sound. Oh, is this the boss fight? Would seem so. I stand corrected. I was wondering, it didn't look quite right. I'm sure there are people watching this who know this game front to back and hate me for all my little misconceptions, but you know what? I don't care. I'm having a swell time. I thought I could get above it, but unfortunately I could not. Afraid not. This will speed up. No big ring, huh? We must have missed one of them. Because I know I can get more than one here. There's like 16 in this level. You can get... If I'm not mistaken, in one act of Marble Garden, you can get all 7 if you're very good at the game. So... You know, that's what that says about me, but... You don't have to do much reading into it to know what it says about me. Oh, lightning shield. That lasted. Ugh. It's okay. Now we gotta actually spin dash. We can't roll into it. And here's the boss. So, you might remember this boss is the one where Sonic hangs off of Tails, and we have to jump from Tails to hit Robotnik. So what do we do as just Tails? Well, there's no Sonic involved. Remember how I mentioned our propellers had a hitbox? If you don't know that, you're screwed. This fight is very difficult, as is. But if you're trying to land on top of him, you're going to take damage. No, instead, we need to get beneath Robotnik and hit him with the tails. Although, apparently I did just fine there. That's unusual. Usually I die a couple times, but I appear to have got it down for this one. So, there we go. There's Marble Garden Zone sorted. And welcome to Carnival Night Zone. Have a listen to this music real quick. As you may have noticed, that's not the Carnival Night music. That's not the music we heard last time we were here. No, this is the music that was used in the beta version of this game prior to Michael Jackson's involvement, as well as in the PC Sonic and Knuckles collection post Michael Jackson's involvement, I suppose. Yeah, the first re-release of this game, the rights were already messy, and so what they did is they brought in some music from the beta version that was composed by Sega. And when Origins rolled around, they had to do the same thing. They couldn't get the tracks that had messy rights. Anything that involved MJ, Brad Buxer, and the Co., or the ones that sort of just were songs by them, had to be replaced. And that's sort of a long-running thing in re-releases of this game, but for Origins, it's especially apparent because they remastered these tracks. And I want to put air quotes around remastered, because they did change them. And they did try to improve them. However, their improvements were not very good improvements. No, instead they just sort of bit-crushed them in a weird way. They don't sound right, you know? Like, in the Sonic and Knuckles collection, they don't sound right because they're not the original tracks, and if you're very used to the Genesis version, then you're gonna be a little confused. But in this version especially, they sound bad even for the beta tracks. You know, the original beta tracks sound better. So, something strange went down during the development of Sonic Origins, and it is what it is. I said we because we got all the Chaos Emeralds. So now, I'm sure you're excited to see it. Oh! Wait, actually? Oh. Okay, so, this is new to me. Super Tails. I was setting up this whole time that Tails can't go super in the original version. Or rather, he can't go hyper. He needs the Super Emeralds to go super. He cannot use... If you collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds, you still have to play through the game as regular old Tails. No matter what you try, you cannot go super as Tails. Super Tails didn't exist. Apparently, for Origins, Super Tails exists! Which is news to me. Not necessarily bad news, but news. So that was going to tie into the fact that once you know consistently how to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds early on, Tails actually becomes the hard mode in the original version because he can't go super. So we can't steamroll bosses in super form like you can as Sonic and Knuckles. Please. Of course, this boss is not exactly the best example of steamrolling in a super form because, well, this boss has to hurt itself. Although I suppose Tails' powers of flight might come in handy here. Because we are running out of platform. Well, not if we run off like that. Tails moves quite quick. That is really interesting to me, though. I did not know Super Tails was a thing. So I suppose we'll be playing with Super Tails. That's very new to me. But yeah, no, that... Wow. Today I learned as I die. This is the nice thing about not having a live system. We can die quite a few times, and we won't be punished for it. I mean, we will in the sense that we have to replay a bunch of things, but... You know, it won't. The game won't actively be mad at us for not being good at it. Keep pressing through. That's so interesting. So there's something new to Sonic Origins. We just learned something together. Super Tails. Because that was a sort of a big... Did I get crushed? I'm not sure what just happened. That was sort of a big thing I was going to emphasize. That was a whole talking point I was going to have about how some of these bosses are way harder when you can't steamroll them in a super form. But I guess we can. I'm certainly not complaining. But that was interesting. Brilliant. Brilliant. See? We didn't need the super form to do it anyway. Better when we're not super. Fantastic. Lightning shield for the next act. And since we have all 7 Chaos Emeralds, we don't need to struggle like we did last time. We can just go, and if we happen to end up with 50 rings, well, you know. Here's Act 2, by the way. Yeah, this track didn't do so well for me. Like, it's fine, it's not for me. I feel like this track falls really short of what makes Carnival Nights track so special to me in the original. And it's fine, and I know some people do prefer this version. And it is a shame that it doesn't have any good remixes and got poorly remastered for this port, but it is also not the greatest track in the game. You also notice we have a super theme. That's also not bad. And it would appear Tails can fly much higher when super, and much faster. I wonder if can he run out of? Do you suppose he can run out of energy and out of breath and stuff while we're super? This is so interesting. Oh yeah, he can. Okay. I think he can go for longer, but still definitely can run out of air or out of breath. Well, no, that's not the word I'm looking for. I run out of energy. Invincible though, so we can just roll through this stage. we might still be able to drown. I don't know. So let's... Nope. Can't drown. Brilliant. We're definitely getting to see the super form earlier, so that's exciting. Trying to keep our ring count up so we don't lose the super form at the boss, because that can be a real pain in the tuchus. Is getting a super form and then as you reach the boss you lose it because you ran out of rings, and then you have to fight a boss with no rings. But yeah, this super theme takes a lot of inspiration from the Sonic and Knuckles theme, which would become the Sonic 3 and Knuckles theme. Again, avoiding some of the music that was contributed to by Jackson and his team. Things like the invincibility theme. Just weren't there. And I believe this is this might be the invincibility theme? Is it? We've heard the invincibility theme this playthrough. I'm a little stupid. But yeah. It's certainly nice. Come on, let me... I'm trying to fly. Fine. Oh! It would appear we got crushed? I guess. That was the last checkpoint we got. Cool. I guess that gives us time to try to get 50 rings again. Which is good. As well as keep an eye out for a big ring if we so choose. Trying to get rings while also moving in a swift manner because we don't want to drown. We don't have a bubble shield. And the only source of bubbles is balloons. We have to pop and then grab the air out of. Which we can do, but not easy. There we go. Whew. This music is a little grating for me. It's this walk down. The ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da with the clapping. It grates on me. I really don't like it compositionally. And I don't mean to be a total Debbie Downer. I do love this game, and I think this port is probably the best way to play. Well, not the best way, but a really great way to play Sonic 3 if you're just starting out. Like I said, highly recommend playing through this, especially as Tails, now that I know he can go super. Like, goodness. You know, that was the one downside is you can't go super, but if you're a beginner, you probably won't find the emeralds. So you don't have to worry. But in this case, you don't have to worry about that. If you do find the emeralds, you can still go super, so play as Tails. Really all there is to it. There's no more nuance. Tails is easy mode. Yeah. I got stuck on the barrel. I got antsy and tried to skip, and... No, all the way back here? Come on now. That is just unfair. Goodness gracious. And I lost all my rings, too. I was sort of hoping to keep those so that I could go super, but I got myself smushed. Is there really no checkpoint? I could have sworn there was. What? That's just rude. Mid-spin dash, they decided. Huh. Whoa, I thought that was going to bounce me into that electric bit. That was going to be even ruder. This game is being tough on me. I guess it's to make up for the fact that I have Super Tails, which I didn't think existed. Yeah. I need some of those. Having a large sum of rings is sort of the goal here, so... And it is whenever you play Sonic, but especially when you have all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and the ability to go Super as Tails. So I guess... Is Super Tails now Hyper Tails? Because Super Tails in the original version is something different, if I'm not mistaken. And it's labeled Super Tails, it's not labeled Hyper Tails. I assume when we get the Hyper Emeralds, we'll be able to transform into that Super Tails, which I guess he's Hyper Tails now. Which is fine by me. I always interpreted it as Tails being younger and less experienced than Sonic in terms of advent. I did it again! Tails being younger than Sonic and as such less experienced in adventuring and can't harness the Emerald's power like Sonic can. And then in the case of Knuckles, Knuckles is guardian of the Master Emerald. He's like the leading expert on the Emerald's powers. If anyone could go hyper, it'd be him. He lives on Angel Island. He's a native of the Emerald's home, you know? He could harness the power of whatever emeralds he wants, and the Super Emeralds are from his home. Of course he would know how to harness their power. Like that's how I read it with Tails not being able to go Super. I was like, oh, I get it. He's still young, he's learning. But apparently he can. Which I'm fine with. I will say I'm very excited, and I mentioned this in the first episode, but I'm very excited for Sonic Origins Plus. Because that's going to let us try out Amy in these games and play as her for the first time in Classic, which I'm hoping they'll replace her sprite in Sonic CD with some other character to rescue, otherwise that'll be mighty interesting. Go down here and try to get these rings. I really want to make sure we have access to Super Tails, because I want to show that off as much as possible now that I know that exists. Goodness. That, 1, makes this game way easier, and 2, is such a cool feature I didn't know existed. I was fully prepared to play through these levels without Super. Which I did for the longest time in my life anyway, so it's fine. But, there we go. See, that's how that's supposed to work. Still no checkpoint though, that would be nice. Wah! Almost got crushed again. A checkpoint or enough rings to go Super would be swell right about now. Oh goodness. Lightning shield, please. 1, attract rings. 2, give me an extra hit. Protect me from this danger. Here we go. We'll pop this for the boss fight and it'll be brilliant. Lights. That's right, that's where we died the first time. There we go. I know I said pop it for the boss fight, but at this point, I think we just go Super and gun it, because I don't think the boss fight's too far out. Oh yeah, this is the barrel. Infamous, the game doesn't explain that you can rock the D-pad up and down, and in the original version there's no looking up or crouching animation, so it's really hard to tell that you're actually doing anything by rocking the D-pad until you really get some momentum going, so a lot of people got stuck, and the CPU Tails will just like jump around and stuff, so you assume you have to like jump with the momentum or something. You don't. You just rock the D-pad. Is it boss fight time yet? I thought that was coming up. Oh, but there is a big ring up here. That'll prove helpful. Well, big ring. Thought it was a big ring. Guess not. Extra rings do prove useful, though. Whoa, we're so fast we can't even get caught in that blender. There's the big ring. See, I remember some things. Just because I got faulty memory doesn't mean I can't play the game. Woo! Here we go. So fast the camera can't keep up. We're still super. Let's go. I don't care about you hitting buttons, Knuckles. Bring it. Where's the egghead? You can bring it on. I'm invincible. Smash cut to some horrifying logo. As I say, invincible. Anyway, we've fulfilled our time and then some. So thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Next time, we will be taking on, I believe, Ice Cap. I forgot the name of the zone. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. See you guys then.